Hey everyone, I decided that today I'll be taking some time to discuss the recent Steven Universe movie that came out. First of all, big spoiler warning, I will be discussing my thoughts on the movie in this video, and I will not be holding back, so please exit now and watch the movie if you haven't already. It's very good, I'll give you that much. But yeah, big spoiler warning. Alright, so first off I want to talk about the movie's main villain, Spinel. Now, when I first saw Spinel on the art that was posted a little bit before the movie came out, I didn't think I'd like her. Now, it's a bit me judging a book by its cover, but I honestly thought she might be annoying or out of place, but honestly, I really love her. Seriously, she's like such an interesting villain. There's a whole lot of aspects about her, from her rubber hose animation to her backstory. Oh gosh, I feel so bad for her. Oh my gosh, so a few things I want to talk about her. First of all, her look. So, as you should know from watching the movie, she has her before form, the time before she went and attacked everyone, which is just such a little baby, like she's got the cute little cartoon eyes and stuff, and then she goes straight into her new form, which is just like ready to kill, like she, like, queen of breakdowns right there. I love that she's got like the mascara running down her face. It's just, oh, and her messy pigtails. Such great character design. Also, it's kind of interesting since she and Rose are the only ones who've like flipped their gem throughout their like different forms. So I don't know if that's gonna be a thing addressed at any point. I'm assuming it's just like something to do with like the diamonds, I guess. I don't know. I mean, Spinel seems pretty powerful. Like she managed to defeat all of the crystal gems like immediately, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if she's actually supposed to be like more powerful or anything, but she's clearly meant to be unique, since she seems to have been created as just a friend for Rose. So I freaking loved the rubber hose animation for her. Like every fight scene was just beautiful, especially her introduction. Oh my gosh. Rubber hose animation is just, honestly, like, can we bring that back? Like, we kind of are already. I mean, there's like Cuphead, and there's Bendy and the Ink Machine, and now we've got Spinel, and we basically already bringing it back. Keep it up, you guys. And like, this isn't even rubber hose animation, but like when she took out her scythe and then started spinning it around, I just like went insane. That was just so well animated. And speaking of her intro, her introduction song, Other Friends, is like my new favorite thing. Honestly, I've listened to it like 500 times now. It's been like on repeat. It's just so good. Like, it's catchy, it's a fun villain song. She's got that cute little like 1920s Brooklyn accent too, which I don't know, I want more characters with that kind of accent. I like it, to be honest. And then re-listening to the song later once you've watched the whole movie and you're like, oh my god, the game. Poor Steven's so confused when she first shows up. She's like, you know, just ready to kill, and he's like, what did I do? Nothing, of course. It was his mom, as always. Please give Steven some sort of villain that isn't just motivated by something his mom did. Like, the boy deserves, like, an actual enemy. The plot was really nice. Now, there's a couple of different things to talk about here. So, one thing that I really thought was just unique and great, and I just loved, was the fact that, okay, so Spinel attacks everyone gets reverted, but then Spinel gets reverted to her old form, which Steven hasn't encountered before. So, basically, Steven just gets attacked by this freaking maniac. Then she wakes up a little bit later and she's his freaking best friend. How are you supposed to deal with that? Like, this person just tried to kill you a couple of minutes ago, and now you've just gotta, like, tolerate them while they hug you constantly. Like, that's such an interesting dynamic for a villain. It's like a redemption arc, except there was no redemption. And then she eventually goes back to being unredeemed? Whatever. And that's just crazy. I love it. I've seen some complaints about, like, all the gems getting reverted back being kind of like cheap, because we've already seen them go through all the character growth and now we've just kind of like lost all that. But I honestly think it's a good plot for the movie. Since the movie's meant to be kind of a standalone-ish kind of thing, where you can watch it as long as you, like, kind of know the concept, I guess, I think it's a really great way to, like, clue in new viewers into what is going on, and, like, how the characters are. And then, like, they do get to keep their character development, which, you know, that's good. There's a lot of cute moments and, like, cute messages. Obviously, when Garnet gets reverted, we've got Ruby and Sapphire being like so cute and like gay. Like honestly, they didn't even, from their perspective, they hadn't even known each other for that long, but Sapphire just dove in to save Ruby. That was beautiful. Amethyst's little design, she's the only one we haven't seen yet, and she literally just looks like a baby. Like, the little lines on her arms and legs just remind me of baby fat, which I think is what they were going for. But she's just so cute. And then she like mimics everyone, like she's mimicking Pearl and stuff. Like, Amethyst is just such a child. I love her. Seeing like the Crystal Gems like backup squad, like Peridot and Bismuth and Lapis, like all working together, that was cute. Also Lapis being like, watch your back, Steven. And them talking about their redemption arcs, like that was great, that was great. Ooh, we also got to see the multiverse fusion, something that I've wanted to see for a bit. Just actually, in general, I just want to see more human fusions, since the only one we've had before is Stevani, who I love. But yeah, multiverse fusion, that was awesome. Of course, they're gonna be a music god, although I find it very interesting that he's like super buff, so I'm just gonna assume that that's their magical power. Spinel in the garden and her whole backstory made me cry so much. Drift Away, oh my gosh. I feel so bad for her. She literally stood in the same spot for 6,000 years, and I'm over here like I can't even stand in the same spot for like 6 minutes. So, but yeah, like seeing what Rose did to Spinel, just like, oh Rose, why? Cause like I want to be at least a little sympathetic to her, cause like she did do some good stuff, but as the series continues on, you just see all the worse and worse stuff that she's done, and it's just like, why? Why did you have to do this? Someone also, I saw on the internet somewhere, someone mentioned that since Spinel like basically kicked the Crystal Gems' butts like within moments of meeting them, like she totally would have been such a good asset in the war. And so then after Spinel gets her memories back, we get that fight between her and Steven, and let me just say, my boy Steven has grown so much. I love him. Not to mention that he finally has a neck, which is of course the most important thing in this movie. But like, once he got his powers back, he was ready, he was going, and he's crying, and he's singing, and that's like basically everything that's in the show, but I just love that. And in that fight scene there was also some, once again, great animation. Obviously the whole movie's well animated, but fight scenes are really hard to do, and I just love seeing some well animated ones. Especially with Spinel's rubber hose, just perfect. And we got to see the diamonds again, which is cool. White Diamond was a little bit jarring since like literally last time we saw her, she was just like big, scary, evil villain that Steven like just finally managed to convince. She and all the other diamonds are now just like concerned ants that like can't go a day without seeing Steven. It's so funny. I hope that they take care of Spinel. Like, Spinel deserves so many more friends. I hope Spinel knows how many people on the internet want to die for her, because like she deserves it. I want to see Spinel and Pink Pearl hanging out. Like, I've seen that, I've seen the ship, I think that's wonderful. We need to know Pink Pearl's backstory anyway. So please show my girls hanging out. Please, please, Rebecca. So, kind of rambled a bit, just going on whatever topic. I know there's a ton more to cover in this movie, because like, I mean, it's an hour and a half long, beautiful musical. There's a lot going on, but those are the main points that I remember. Those are the main points that like I wanted to talk about the most. So yeah, it was a great movie, A+, 10 out of 10, would watch again, would cry again, definitely would cry just about every time I watch it. So anyway, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you soon!